Governor Isaac Stevens made a treaty with the Salish, Kootenai, and Pend Oreille people. My particular family and a few others stayed in the Bitterroot for 40 years until the Army forcibly removed us. So I have a little bit of resistance in my DNA as well. So, yeah, everything George said, the National Historic Preservation Act, the Clean Water Act, the American Indian Religious Freedom Act. There was no tribal consultation done with Standing Rock over this pipeline. Was the Army Corps' first mistake. And that's a huge one. That's not a process that just came into place last week or last April when this all started. That is something that is a tried and true practice, and that's something that the United States government, no matter who's president, needs to honor. And so I'm just really proud of Missoula for standing here today in solidarity in this national call to action. My tribe, the Salish and Kootenai people, were one of the first to pass a resolution to stand with Standing Rock. And I felt compelled to go over there in August, so I went. And then I went back in September, and we brought a load of firewood because they don't have a lot of wood over there. So some of our poorest people on the reservation, the woodcutters, donated cords of wood, and so we transported it over there. And then I wasn't able to go in October, but I'm heading over next week for Thanksgiving. We're bringing our teepee. We're going to camp this time in a teepee, and we're bringing some wild game for Thanksgiving. So a piece of Montana will be going over there. I'm really proud of my people for standing with me and letting me do this. I am, however, on leave today. I'm not in my official capacity. But the fact of the matter is that's my job. I'm a tribal council representative for my people, and even if everyone doesn't agree with me, they put up with me. So I remind them that, that shower you took this morning, that water you drank or made your coffee with, or that water that you wash your clothes with, you need to think about that. This isn't just about Standing Rock. It's about those 18 million people that depend on the Missouri River and the Ogallala Aquifer. It's all of those people. And if it's not them, then it's us. And the Salish and Kootenai people, we fought this fight before with the Yellowstone pipeline. It went through our reservation, and they promised us it wouldn't leak. And lo and behold, there was a leak in the Camas Prairie area, one of the areas where our sacred food, the camas bulb, grows. And there were no early detection mechanisms on it or whatever. The story that I understand is that a passing motorist is the one that saw it bubbling out of the ground. And so that ruined one of our traditional food sources, and so we asked them to remove it, and then they tried to go through, I believe it was the 9 Mile area, and those people said, hell no. We don't want it going through there either. So now what does it do? It pipes from wherever it comes from, and then it goes through the railway, which is a fight that I've been trying to get my council to fight, because we all know the railways follow our rivers. And so if there's a spill, it's going in the water. And we know oil and water doesn't mix. So the same with the Dakota Access Pipeline. It was originally scheduled to go through Bismarck. And guess what the people said?
No.
We don't want it. So they rerouted it through Standing Rock, or through their area. And yeah, what George said is true. They didn't consult with the tribe. When their tribal historic preservation officer told the pipeline people exactly where their sacred sites were, their cemeteries, their burial grounds. They went out of their way and took their heavy equipment there to dig it up, to dig up those sacred, places. And I can only imagine how devastating that is to those people, because it hurts my feelings every time I think about it. It really hurts my heart that people could be so evil and so mean to do something like that. And I just pray for them. And every day I pray for the water, and I pray for the strength, and I pray for the peaceful protection of the water. And that's how we will overcome, is by our strength, the strength of our prayers, and the fact that we can remain peaceful. Ever since John Trudell passed away, I've been listening to his words, his poetry, his archives, and the stuff that he recorded in the 80s and 90s, it's true. It's just the same stuff, different day. So what this larger picture is about is our addiction to fossil fuels. And so until the U.S. government and until corporate America can free us from that addiction and will allow things like solar, wind, electric, all those things that are going to get us away from fossil fuels, then and only then are we going to beat this. So don't think that our small little action today doesn't make a difference, because every phone call that you can make, every letter that you can write, every postcard that you can sign, it does make a difference, because there is strength in numbers. And that's just the faith that I have today and every day, and that's what I wake up to every morning, and that's what I pray about. The Salish word for water is selith, and the first part of that word means to ask for, and the last part of it means a liquid. So basically our word for water is praying. We're praying, we're asking that water to help us. And so I just think that says a lot about our people, and I just want to thank everybody for being here today and standing in solidarity with the good intentions that you have. So with that, I just want to thank everyone and bless you for being here today.